In this lesson, we will learn about the setup of age-friendly environments. Due to their own physiological characteristics, the outdoor activities of the elderly gradually decrease, and the living room becomes their main activity place. Therefore, the arrangement and adjustment of the elderly's living room are particularly important. First, let's look at a set of pictures. In daily life, the elderly have a very high frequency of accidents such as falls and falling out of bed, and these are essentially preventable injuries. When setting up a living environment for the elderly, the primary consideration is safety, followed by convenience. For the location of the elderly's room, it is best to choose one facing south or southeast, where sunlight can fully shine, and the room should be equipped with curtains or blinds. Areas where the elderly frequently move, such as corridors, bathrooms, and stair edges, should be equipped with fixed handrails, and they should be stable and firm. No threshold should be set on the ground at the door, and the terminal edges of steps should be painted with color marks to facilitate the elderly's safe entry and exit. Living room setup: the elderly's bed should be firm and stable. The width of a single bed is generally at least 100 centimeters, and 120 centimeters is better. A wider bed can be chosen to increase safety. The height of the bed should be appropriate. The most ideal situation is that when sitting on the bed, the soles of the feet can fully touch the ground, and the knee joints form an angle of nearly 90 degrees with the bed, so as to ensure the safety of the elderly when getting on and off the bed. The hardness of the mattress should be appropriate. The elderly's bed should not be too soft. An overly soft bed is prone to sagging, causing low back pain, and at the same time, it is easy to cause the elderly to maintain an unstable posture, posing potential safety hazards. A too hard bed, on the other hand, is likely to cause local pressure on the body, leading to damage to the skin or soft tissues. The hardness of the bed should be hard enough to walk on the mattress with confidence, which is convenient for the elderly to turn over and perform other activities. The material of the mattress can be selected according to the elderly's preferences. In addition, bedside handrails can be installed according to the actual situation of the elderly. The elderly's quilts and bedding should be soft and have good air permeability, with cotton products being preferred. The bed sheet should be wrapped under the mattress to keep it flat, dry and wrinkle-free. For elderly people with incontinence, a small sheet or urine pad can be added on the bed sheet for easy replacement at any time. The elderly's pillows should be comfortable and of appropriate height. A too low pillow can easily lead to sleep disorders or cause eyelid edema, while a too high pillow can cause discomfort such as stiffness and pain in the neck and shoulder muscles. Generally, a pillow with a height of 7 to 8 centimeters is appropriate, and it can also be adjusted according to the elderly's personal habits. However, it should be noted that elderly people with cervical spondylosis cannot use high pillows. In addition, the hardness of the elderly's pillows should be moderate, and the pillows should be often sun-dried and washed. Bathroom setup: the elderly's room should be equipped with a bathroom for their convenience. The bathroom door should open outwards so that emergency rescue can be quickly carried out in the bathroom when the elderly have an accident. The bathroom should be equipped with a sitting toilet and handrails to facilitate the elderly to sit and stand up by themselves, enabling safe defecation. Sanitary products should be placed in a place easily accessible to the elderly. The bathroom should be equipped with anti-slip devices. Other public areas: elderly call devices or bells should be installed in the elderly's living rooms, bathrooms, and activity areas, so that when the elderly are in urgent need of help, their calls can be timely heard by caregivers or family members. As the elderly age, their visual function gradually declines. When suddenly entering a dark or dazzling environment, they may fall into a state of fear or experience dizziness due to unclear vision. Therefore, sufficient but not dazzling lighting should be provided, especially when going to the bathroom at night. A slightly stronger light stimulus should be given. Artificial light sources should be as close to daylight as possible, with sufficient illuminance, stability, and uniform distribution, but dazzling lights should be avoided. At night, Floor lamps can be used or lights can be turned off according to the elderly's living habits to facilitate sleep. Lighting equipment is required in areas where the elderly often move, such as indoors, corridors, bathrooms, stairs, and balconies. The switches of evening lighting equipment should be installed in places that are convenient and safe for the elderly to reach, such as bedside lamps. The equipment in the elderly's room should be simple and practical. Furniture should be placed against the wall, and items should not be placed in areas where the elderly often walk. Wires should not be routed in areas where the elderly often move to prevent them from tripping. Keep the room clean and comfortable, and ventilate it frequently to maintain fresh indoor air. Generally, 30 minutes of ventilation can achieve the purpose of replacing indoor air. It is recommended that the reasonable ventilation time is from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. The elderly's body's ability to regulate temperature and humidity decreases, and the elderly will feel very cold even if the temperature is slightly lower. Therefore, attention should be paid to the adjustment of indoor temperature and humidity. Generally, the appropriate temperature for the elderly's room is 18 to 22 degrees Celsius in winter and 28 to 30 degrees Celsius in summer. And the relative humidity is preferably 50% to 60%. A beautiful and fresh environment is beneficial to the health of the elderly, and we should try our best to create a comfortable living environment for them. Flowers and plants should be planted as much as possible in the elderly's living areas, such as indoors and corridors, to beautify the environment. The decoration and arrangement of the elderly's room should be based on their preferences. For example, items that the elderly like, such as family photos, calendars, and small flowers, can be placed on their desks. These items should be sorted out every day, placed neatly and beautifully, and be convenient for the elderly to use. There should be fewer decorations and they should not be cluttered. Straight line and parallel arrangement methods can be adopted to strive for overall unity. The decorative colors of the room should be warm tones, such as soft yellow and pale purple, which are soft and elegant. Curtains, bed sheets, and other items should be in light and elegant tones, and the lights should follow the same color scheme with moderate brightness to help the elderly feel more comfortable. That's all for the settings of the virtual environment we learned today. Thank you, everyone.